What's up, fellas? Me again. So, in the dating game, there's one trait every man must have if you want to be successful, especially alpha. If you're alpha, this is one trait, but pretty much any man. If you can't do this, you will not be successful in the dating game. And that trait is the ability to be alone. If you, on a Friday or Saturday night, cannot stand to be alone, like if that bothers you, then you can never show too much indifference. If you're frightened of being alone, you can never show too much indifference. When I mean alone, I don't mean calling your buddies and y'all hanging out. I don't mean calling family members and you hanging out. And I don't mean calling some girl that you just been fucking to come over. I mean, you can go get you some Grey Goose or Belvedere, come home and watch basketball or football or a movie by yourself. Or you can go to a club by yourself with nobody. You can stand alone. You can entertain yourself. Until you master that art, you can never master the dating game. It simply cannot be done. You'll stay in a bad relationship. You'll deal with bitchy women. You'll date women you shouldn't even date, all out of the fear of being alone. You understand what I'm saying? The reason I'm able to act indifferent towards a woman, because if she's not 100% of what I want her to be, if she's not 100% gonna submit to me, I'd rather be a fucking alone. Because I can enjoy my own company. I can go to a bar and be at the bar by myself and drink and just listen to the DJ or listen to the music without the company of nobody. That's just not females. That means friends, co-workers, nobody, on my own, and have a great time. Give me 2 or 3 or 4 drinks and have a great time without nobody. Until you master that, it took me a while to be able to completely master that. But now I almost prefer to be alone. So if it ain't exactly a woman that exactly I have a high interest in, and this is why I can live by my 3-date rule, because rather than be with a bitch who using me and who ain't dropped them draws by the 3rd or 4th date, I'd rather be alone. Because I'm getting the same thing from you that I would alone. Nothing. Except a hole in my pocket. So rather than sit here and be entertaining your stupid ass and you ain't giving me nothing, I'd rather be a fucking alone. So guys, how do you master this skill set of being alone? It's simple. You simply are focused on your purpose. See, when I'm alone and let's say I had a date Friday or whatever, and you know me, I just don't really even give a shit. I might show up, I might don't. If I'm really feeling like, yeah, the last minute, I flake now. I'm not gonna lie, I flake now because I'm focused on my purpose. And sometimes I get to hanging around and I'll start thinking to myself, do I really want to go on that date? I can see why women flake, to be quite honest with you, because now that I'm the master the skill set of being alone, and this is why women flake. Sometimes y'all think women flake because they want to go out with another dude. Sometimes women just flake because they want to just lay in the bed and eat cookies and watch fucking reality TV shows or reruns, because women are good at being alone. Guys need to be under some titties, you know, need female validation to feel good. You know, they need to be near some breasts. But until you get rid of that attachment, until you don't need to be up under a woman, it's guys right now in unhappy marriages because they're afraid of being alone. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta master that. And the only way you're gonna master it is you gotta be focused on your purpose. So say Friday night, if I made a date with a girl on Tuesday and I thought it was a good idea, and Friday night came around and I'm like, you know what? I'd rather work on my purpose. I'd rather work on some programs. You know, I told y'all guys I'm writing a book teaching y'all these secrets I done learned. You know what? Maybe I'll write another chapter in my book tonight. Like I told you, I flake now. I don't give a shit. You know, you guys got to stop worrying about being moral and all this bullshit, because women don't care. Women have no morals, so all this, you can't flake and that's feminine behavior. Whatever, what the fuck ever. I don't care what it is. Call it what you wanna. I just worry about myself. So if Friday night roll around and I'm tired and I had a long week and I think, you know what? Maybe I'd rather just have a couple of beers, watch Cavs game and write a couple chapters in my book, I just flake on them. But my flake is worse. I won't even call you and tell you. I just won't show up. So, like I said, so I'm straight cutthroat from here on out. I really don't give a shit. But that is a trait that every man must have, is the ability to be alone. If you can't be alone, you will never be successful in the dating game. It's going to keep you indifferent, and it's going to keep you in the right mind space to know that, hey, if she's not 100% of what I want, I can just be alone. I don't need no fucking body. Period. All right? Like, comment, subscribe. Holler back at me.